The coronavirus has changed our world forever. It will always be defined as pre-COVID and post-COVID. So as entrepreneurs, industry owners, company owners, CEOs, I'm sure you're all thinking about how will your built environment change? What should you do in your factories, shops, residences, hotels to make your spaces COVID ready? We at Novarch have been brainstorming on this for the last couple of months, and we bring to you a series titled Designing Healthy Spaces Post COVID-19. This series will give you an answer to a lot of activities that you can do in your campus to ensure that you are COVID ready. So, how should our built environment respond to this pandemic? We are implementing a four-pronged approach in all our projects. So, we are implementing safety and security measures, hygiene, health, health in our buildings. So, we're making healthy buildings and spaces and gearing up our buildings towards economic growth. So, how will you ensure the safety of all your employees? What will you do in your buildings to ensure security? We are implementing interesting screening methods in our projects. So, there's thermal screening, which is now being done along with the metal detectors that we used to install. There is also thermal screening and monitoring being done through the CCTV cameras. But what is the action step after the screening? We are now making designed isolation rooms for any contamination or any person found to be contaminated or suspected of contamination. There's going to be doctor and hospital on call. We're even installing 3D printers, which will ensure that we can make our own PPE equipment like masks. And there are going to be better first aid measures and protocols in place. There's going to be a lot of emphasis on in our projects on reducing dependence on outside goods and materials. And then there is hygiene, which is a very important factor that has to be incorporated. We're designing spaces to enable the new hygiene. So, social distancing. We're rearranging work desks, changing layouts, entrances, cafeterias, shop floors to enable the 1.5 meter distance. So, mind you, it does not mean that you reduce the workforce in your office or your factory to half. We are ensuring careful and efficient use of space and keeping the workforce intact, but tweaking the design. For larger projects, we are implementing something which we've termed the box in box design concept. So, in projects where there are multiple departments and a lot of people and machinery being used in each department, we are treating each department as a separate unit so that the people working in that department, while adhering to social distancing norms, do not need to interact with people from the other department. So, if in any chance there is a contamination, it will be contained in that department itself. Sanitization stations are being incorporated in all our projects, where you will have sanitizers, PPE equipment for the use of staff, and we're creating buffers in all entrance lobbies so that we can sanitize and filter anything and everything that enters the building. We're installing touchless equipment in our projects. So all lifts, doors, attendance machines, turnstiles, water stations, taps, printers, etc. are all becoming touchless. Then there's a lot of materials which are antibacterial. Copper, for example, has very good antibacterial properties. So a lot of our buildings are now going to have copper handles, copper stickers at various places where we need to have contact. We're advising clients to ensure very good cleaning schedule SOPs and to monitor them. We've always been very particular about waste management in our buildings, but now we are ensuring that waste is properly disposed and all types of waste, because waste is a very simple way for contamination to spread. Then there are going to be awareness programs, all our signages. We're going to have a lot of visual messages in our workplaces to help bring awareness amongst our teams for hygiene. The third parameter is healthy buildings and spaces. So everyone needs to ask this question: is our building healthy? And what do we do to define a healthy building? At Novarch, we look at four parameters, the first being the air that we breathe. So the indoor air quality in buildings and campuses. We've been practicing biophilic design techniques for a few years now, and in these times, this becomes extremely pertinent because it helps connect people with nature, helps connect them to their roots and to the environment. We always design spaces with indoor air quality plants rather than decorative trees. We are going to be monitoring all the ISHRAE and ASHRAE guidelines for the indoor air quality in our buildings. We ensure that we are giving treated fresh air, which is properly filtered, and UV lamps in all our HVAC equipments in order to kill the contaminants. Water is the next important parameter in our buildings, where we look to reuse and recycle water and achieve at least 30% water saving. There are simple natural methods like reed bed systems, pythorids, etc., which we're implementing, which help us reuse water. We try and collect rainwater and reuse it. Food. This is a very important topic in the coming times. Urban farming is the need of the hour, and everyone needs to grow their own food. Most of our diseases are germinating from chemical-laden, pesticide-laden food that we eat. So let's take a pledge that we will do urban farming. We will grow our own healthy food and give people, all our employees, a healthy lifestyle. Inspire them so that they can go back home and start planting food plants at home as well. And then energy. Let's reduce energy by 40% in all our buildings. Very simple and easy to do. All we need to do is design buildings keeping the climate, the sun path movement, the heat load in mind. Ensure that we generate clean energy through solar, biogas, or any other medium. And be open to experiments in passive and energy efficient methods. The entire economy today has been crippled by the enforced lockdown world over. So how can our buildings and spaces contribute to economic growth through their design? All our buildings need to be direct revenue generators. Every penny saved is a penny earned. So monitor and check and track all the energy savings that you're doing in absolute currency terms. A healthy building, a healthy campus helps increase efficiency of people by at least 15 to 20%. So let's make our buildings healthy. Let's instill a sense of pride amongst each and every employee in our office, in our factory. And then it's time to reinvent your brand image. So all our clients are on board and they are incorporating safety, security, healthy living in their brand image so that their customers know that they are ready to overcome the pandemic that has gripped all of us. So I hope you liked the session. You can go to the link on your screen and download a copy of this presentation and an ebook. You can also send us a mail on any of the email IDs listed below. So thank you everyone, and I look forward to seeing you all again in our next webinar, which is scheduled for the 6th of May, and it will be on redefining institutional and office spaces, where we will look at case studies and actual examples of how we are implementing these strategies in our current and existing projects. So thank you very much and goodbye.